It's March 1st, 2024. I'm Oliver Pichardo Espaillat from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Middletown, and Hartford, Connecticut. And from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, I'm in North Elizabeth train station in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Andrzej Sebastian Duda, President of Poland, Honorable President of Poland. Proszę, please in Poland, please hear me when I talk right here freely. I'm actually wearing my Converse and my khaki pants and my Statue of Liberty gloves. So I actually am what I say, and I do what I say. I'm not fake, I'm real. Totally real. So I'm gonna go up the stairs. Because I want you to help me, to proceed, help me fight against child sexual abuse, violent abuse, child exploitation, rape, and sexual abuse in a Catholic educational institution in Colegio Loyola. So we need to fight. We need to fight against any abuse towards a child, boy or girl, under 18 years old. And we need to fight for those victims and for those witnesses who suffered through all these years. I'm 35, but my story doesn't get ever deleted. I'm 35, my life didn't start today. I don't go around and say, I started today. That doesn't happen in the Justice Department. That doesn't happen in the orders of Pope John Paul II. He fought for the truth, he fought for justice, he fought for love, he fought for liberty. I'm the only one who carries Catholic candles at the train station. This is a Polish Pope, Saint John Paul II. Santo Juan Pablo II era polaco. Saint John Paul II. His orders are still alive because he's a saint. So if he ordered the Catholic Church to pursue justice, to pursue the truth, to pursue love, to pursue liberty, it's because he knows it's important. He traveled everywhere around the world. He met so many presidents around the world, so many leaders and prime ministers, so many kings and queens. He knew it was important for the cause of Jesus, for the cause of Virgin Mary and God, to fight for justice and the truth, and love and liberty. It's important to fight for communication. He spoke Spanish. He was a Polish who spoke Spanish like a true Latino, like a true Spanish person, because he cared to reach. I truly love him for trying to reach Dominican Republic and caring for the Spanish language. He brought so many teachers Dominican teachers who knew about the Spanish language, and he made them important. He made them important the moment he spoke his mouth in Spanish. The moment Saint John Paul II spoke his mouth in Spanish, he made our teachers of Spanish in Dominican Republic important, because Dominican Republic, the first language is Spanish. The first language is Spanish. it's also important the English language. The other language who was very important was the English language, because we have and we had Dominico Americano. So Dominico Americano, English institution who would teach minors about English culture, English language, was important. So he also traveled to the United States, John Paul II. So he knew what was important, English and Spanish. Since he's from Poland, he knew Spanish was important and English was important. That's why if people from everywhere around the world wants to communicate about something important, like violations of human rights, they can say it in Spanish and in English, and maybe we'll reach more authority that could help fight for the cause of those victims and witnesses of sexual abuse, violent abuse, satanism, child exploitation, and rape inside an educational Catholic educational institution called Colegio Loyola that is next to the beach. Next to the Santo Domingo beach, there's a Catholic educational institution. That's very corrupt, that's very criminal, that's very dangerous for a priest, for a Jesuit to be next to the beach in a complex area where there's a big wall. There's a huge wall surrounding boys and girls, and there are Jesuits there who sometimes they don't wear the uniform. They go months and months and months without wearing the black uniform with a white square. So that's very criminal. Jesuit Santizo, Jesuit Benito Blanco, Jesuit Francisco Lluveres, Jesuit Pedro Cartaya, Jesuit Jose Sanchez, and others who I provided the picture who worked at Colegio Loyola as Jesuits. They refused to wear the uniform. Even Jorge William Hernandez has been seen without uniform. He sometimes wears just a suit. It's very dangerous to have a Jesuit just wearing a suit, an expensive suit in a poor neighborhood. You know, Colegio Loyola was in a very poor neighborhood. There are a lot of schools surrounding Colegio Loyola. There was a French school. There was a police department area too. There was also a fire department area too. There was also the restaurant called Pollo Victorina. There was also a hospital, elder hospital across the street who was very poor. So one of the worst hospitals with poor quality, terrible staff was the hospital across the street from Colegio Loyola. And they had extracurricular activity that minors would go across the street to the hospital that took care of elder and sick. And it was a poor quality hospital who broke health department rules and codes. They did a lot of violations. So they will allow these boys and girls, you know, to do their heart, to be friendly to the sick. But in reality, when there's a colegio who in the streets, in the barrios, people thought Colegio Loyola was the most strict, the most excellency, the most A+ of all, the top of the line school, colegio. It wasn't, because yes, these boys And these girls did all the effort to spread all the love across the street in the hospital, but the directors of Colegio Loyola did not donate any money to the hospital across the street. And guess what? Why I complain about Decano Domingo Fleves. So after I took my extracurricular activity at the hospital with my friends who were minors like me, I'm from Redemption 2007 Colegio Loyola. My brother is from Exvius 2005. My sister is 8 years younger than me. So yeah. So after I took the extracurricular activity across the street to take care of the elder and the sick, the door of the Colegio Loyola was closed. So I jumped the wall. I jumped the wall to get back into my school, into my Colegio Loyola. And there's a huge open cement concrete open area. And Domingo Fleves, the decano, saw me all the way from the building where the Dominican flag is. He saw me and he punished me just for jumping the wall back into Colegio Loyola. So I jumped the wall back into Colegio Loyola and he punished me with a ficha rosada, with a pink piece of paper to punish me for going back into Colegio Loyola after I took care of the elder and the sick across the street. And Jesuit Benito Blanco, Santizo, and Francisco Lluveres did not donate any money back to the hospital. So they would punish me for taking care of the elder and the sick by hiring Domingo Fleves and telling him to target me just because I jumped back the fence to Colegio Loyola after I took extracurricular activity. So there's so many facts I can talk about, so many examples I can talk about the injustice, about the abuse, continuous hate, continuous undetected hate. So sometimes I will feel, oh my God, this is great environment, but in reality, as an adult, I feel I was betrayed. There was a lot of secret societies around me, a lot of secret proceedings, a lot of secret oaths, a lot of situations where nobody told me anything, and I was in this place, in this area, and I felt like, oh, okay, I'm good here. But in reality, I wasn't in a good place, or in a good situation, or in a good area. So there's a lot of cases that need to come up to the light. In Poland, Andrzej Sebastian Duda is somebody that can help us, president of Poland, and our friend who is his name a saint. He's our friend. He's still alive. His truth counts. His orders count. His words count. His speeches are great. His speeches inspire poets and singers and musicians. So it's very important to listen to victims and witnesses from Dominican Republic. There needs to be put a light in Dominican Republic. A lot of news networks do not talk about Dominican Republic. We need to ask the news network to start talking about Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, and put it right there on the map on a pin. Colegio Loyola. Thank you very much for listening to me. And I brought my harmonica that I bought at Guitar Center, Springfield, New Jersey. Mason Noise, Eminem, Héroe del Silencio, Enrique Bombori. What's my name? Oliver Pichardo Espaillat. Try to remember it, Jorge William Hernandez.